Are you still manually replying to emails, copying customer info from one tool to another, or checking your inbox 10 times a day just in case? Well, in 2025, that's not just inefficient, it's actually optional. Because right now, thousands of solo creators and small teams are running workflows that think, decide, and act without them. They stop being the system, they've actually built one. And this video will walk you through how it clearly works, what AI automation is, how to build with it, and how to finally understand it without needing to code, hire, or wait. Most people are still using AI like a shortcut. They ask it to fix sentences, summarize emails, write a caption. It does feel productive, but overall, it's just surface level. What they're not doing, and even what they're not seeing, is the part where AI stops being a tool and starts being an infrastructure. The way they use AI is still reactive. They wait for a problem, type a prompt, get a fix, and repeat it all. It's all centered around you doing the work. It is just slightly faster. But here's what they're missing. AI can do more than respond. It can trigger actions. It can make decisions, it can run tasks without you being in the loop at all. It's really not science fiction, it's happening right now, and it's used by people who aren't waiting around for permission to start. And these people aren't actually engineers, they're freelancers, solo founders, creators, people who got tired of dragging files, checking inboxes, or updating spreadsheets by hand, and who want to focus on what matters to them. Once you understand what's possible with automation, you will stop asking, how can I do this faster? And you will actually start asking, why am I still doing this at all? And truly the answer, most of the time, is you don't need to. And that's the shift. AI automation is the ability to build systems that do work for you without being present and without you manually triggering anything. It's not just using AI to get answers, it's using AI to watch, decide, and act based on inputs that you define. That means if something happens, like someone fills out a form, or a new email comes in, or a calendar gets updated, you can get a workflow that automatically reacts. It notifies the right person, it writes the right message, it updates your database, it sorts priorities, and it archives the junk. And none of that needs your attention, because you already set the rules for it. So that's automation. It's not about coding, it's about workflow and system logic. You connect tools together, you define the conditions, and you let the system run. The AI part comes in when the system needs to decide which lead is hot, which message needs a reply, or what piece of text should be sent personalized or completely ignored. You're not babysitting anymore, you're setting the rules, and the system is executing them all day and night, 24/7. That's pretty much the whole idea. AI handles decisions, and automation handles execution. But together they replace the part of your work that should have been handed off long ago. If you have never set up AI automation before, here's exactly how to start. You'll just need three things: a trigger, a decision step powered by AI, and an action. So first, a trigger. Basically, it's something that starts the chain. This is the event that kicks everything off. No manual work, no opening tools. This could be a new form submission on your website. It could be a new subscriber in your newsletter. It could also be a file being added to a specific folder in Google Drive, or even an email with a certain subject line that lands in your inbox. The moment that trigger happens, the system starts running. To set this up, most people use Typeform or Tally for form submissions, or their current inbox for inbounding mails, Google Calendar for time-based events, or Airtable and Notion to watch data changes or new additions perhaps. At the end of the day, just pick one that fits what you already do. That's your launching point. The second one is a decision. It's where AI evaluates the situation. It's where it comes. You feed it data and it gives you back a meaning or an action. The model that you want to use, let's say ChatGPT in this case, reads a lead's message and rates how serious or urgent it is. Or it can look at an email and decide if it's spam, a meeting request, or high-value opportunity. It could also check a piece of text and rewrite it to match your brand voice before publishing. Think of it like giving your automation a brain. It doesn't just react, it chooses what to do next. In practice, that means adding OpenAI or Claude as a step in your Zapier or Make workflow. You pass it a block of information, you ask it a question and let it reply. Simple, clear instructions like summarize this, decide if this is high, medium, or low priority, return yes if this message includes the word urgent. There's absolutely no code, it's just logic. And then you need an action, which is basically what happens as a result. Now, based on that decision, the system executes. For example, if the lead is qualified, it sends a personalized email. It updates your CRM and it notifies you through a bot on Telegram. If it's just a general question, it routes it to your chatbot or tags it for later. And in the case it's a repeat client, it creates a task in your project board and schedules a follow-up call. And this all happens automatically in seconds. There's no prompt, no browser, no context switching. The AI makes the choice, the systems moves the data, and you actually stay focused. And you can build all of this in Make or Zapier, and step by step. Each block is a function. You connect them once, test it, and then it runs forever. Once you've done it, you start seeing this logic actually everywhere. You realize this isn't about saving time on tasks. It's about removing them completely. That's implementation. Trigger, decision, and action. Build it once, and it runs forever. Understanding AI automation isn't about technical skill. It's about mental structure. Here's the simplest way to look at it. Every automation is just a sequence of decisions and actions, laid out clearly, in order. No chaos, no improvisation. The mindset shift is this. You stop asking how do I do this faster, you start asking what needs to happen for this to be done without me. You're thinking in conditions and responses. When this happens, or if that is true, then do this. And you design the system once. It repeats it 100 times and perfectly. And most platforms like Make and Zapier literally show you the logic as a flow, one block after the next, each step visible, editable, and trackable. You see exactly what triggers a system, what data the AI sees, what decisions are being made, and what action follow. That's the beauty of it. It's visual, it's structured. You don't need to understand how AI works. You need to understand your own workflows and know what to delegate. And once you start thinking like that, every repetitive task becomes a blueprint for something that you can automate. Once you understand AI automation, everything shifts. You stop checking your inbox 20 times a day. You stop copying data from one place to another. You stop managing your work like if it was 2018. Instead, you start building systems. You think in flows, you see triggers, decisions, and outcomes. And more importantly, you build once and it runs while you sleep. This isn't about becoming a tech person. It's about becoming efficient, consistent, and scalable. Because in today's reality, the people who are moving fast right now aren't doing so just because they're talented. It's because they removed half the frictions you're still dealing with. And it's not that they're working harder, and it's not that they're checking tasks off faster. They're just not doing them manually anymore. Once you understand and implement this, your whole workflow is completely unlocked. And the best part is that you can start today. Just pick one workflow, set up one system, automate one task. And once you see it works, you'll start to wonder, why didn't I do this sooner? So once again, if you're looking to embed your AI skills or knowledge, make sure to follow this channel. Because not only we're going to work about the advancements of AI, the way it can impact your life or career, But I'm also going to make videos on actually how to implement it on actual concrete cases and developing products or automations with AI. So if that interests you, make sure to hit a like and click the subscribe button.